Good afternoon. I know it's been some time since I did the live stream. I'm not able to come on video today, but let me quickly share my screen and all right. So I'm trading today both Bank Nifty and also Nifty and also Sensex. The Sensex I did only see one. I'll talk about the trades a little bit later. And so Bank Nifty, Bank Nifty. I started. I in fact had a overnight position which was 51,500, I think, and then I eventually exited that position right now. And then I became a bit close, and anyway, I do selling. I do not do buying. So if at all you are a buyer, you might feel little different. Nifty side, I had 25,000 P eventually because the market fell down. I had to exit the trade, but then when I saw market is falling down, I also shorted CE. I assume you were able to hear me, right? One second. All right, I assume I'm audible. Otherwise, you would have probably said no. Okay, all right. So, yeah, good afternoon again, everyone. And let me quickly take you through the trades for now. These are the trades that I have. I mean, this is a very long one, but let's talk about Bank Nifty for today. As I said, Bank Nifty, I did short. This is actually overnight one, which is 51,500. While it actually started with some bit of a losses, but then it picked up eventually. But right now, I mean, these two positions, again, not massive quantity because expiry trades, there is too much of manipulation. I wanted to play safe today. So this is 52,000 CE and then 51,800 PE. Those are all the two trades, and then it's close to 1:3. And I mean, there is no reason, just that this seems to be a lot more stronger compared to this one. That's the reason. In case if there is a fall, I'll be able to protect here. But in case if there is an up move, that's all that I'll be able to manage with the stop loss and other things. So I think those are all the trades that I have from the Bank Nifty. And the Nifty side, it's as I said, this was a overnight trade. Morning, in fact, it gave some profits. It actually went to overall, it went about 40,000, I think, profits. But then eventually, when the Nifty was falling down, I ended up losing some money. But then I started shorting some few CE positions. That's where I did not really get into massive losses. But at the same time, I also started doing Sensex shorting. So Sensex CE, I did short two positions, I think. Yeah, so this was 52,000 CE and then 52,300 CE. In fact, I tempted to do 82,300 CE. I was tempted to do 82,000 CE, but then I did not. Okay, I did not want to take that risk. The reason was, if you look at Sensex open interest, this is actually a very massive big pillar, 82,000. I feel this probably will not break. But again, the Sensex, the only challenge is most of the time Sensex is traded by Indian traders, not necessarily FIIs, right? So you will not be able to know whether it is a real or manipulation. That's the reason I did not want to take that risk. But right now, I'm pretty much here. I started here, but right now, I think I'm somewhere here, one of these trades. I think that's those are all the trades, but let me go back to what is happening in the so I think today only one thing that I see is the premiums are quite low. If any of you are trading Bank Nifty, I'm sure you would understand what I meant, right? So premiums are quite low for Bank Nifty compared to what we had seen in the last week. Obviously was the RBI date, so definitely the IV spiked up, and then that's where the premiums are higher. But today it seems to be quite low. Generally, when the premiums are low, again, this is my observation, may be true, may not be true, but when premiums are low, usually the manipulations are usually doesn't happen. Let's see how the day is going to shape up today. So Nifty side, I had put only two alerts here. One is at this particular top, which is about 24,971, and I think I need to drop this a little bit. And then the day slow, which is about 24,907. So these are all the two places that I had put the alerts in case if any of these breaks, I need to really go and then modify my stop losses or whatever. And when it comes to Bank Nifty, I strongly believe 52,000 is the place where probably it would expire or below that. But yeah, we never know. Any manipulation can happen. But right now, if I go back to my own trade, so that's what which I'm doing. Let me also open the. Yeah, so I'm at, as I said, 52,000 CE and then 51,800 PE. Those are all the two trades. And then PE to CE is 1:3. I think if everything goes well, it will give an additional about 80,000, I think. Yeah. And also I had put a stop loss about 26 rupees for 52,000 CE in case if the market actually spikes up suddenly. Yeah, expiry trades, as I said, absolutely brutal. So we never know. And Sensex, I'm at 82,300 CE. And as I said earlier, I shorted 82,500 CE to start with, and then eventually some money was made, and then I could really. In fact, I want to do that mainly because when I saw Nifty is falling, originally my plan was to not to exit 25,000 Nifty P, but then eventually they got exited. So I wanted to protect that. That's where I had to short the Sensex C as a complementary position. So obviously Sensex gained money, but then end up losing money on the Nifty side. But that's all right. I think that's a. Let's keep an eye, and then I'm not sure if any of you are trading today. If you can write your comment, how is the trade going on? If you're not trading, but that's all right. So you can definitely. I will probably be live until probably 1 o'clock or so. In case if the yeah, I think I'll be live till 1 o'clock. Whatever happens in the market really doesn't matter. So I think so. Nifty, I saw actually the Infi results are coming up. So probably that is one reason it took some bit of a beating. I was checking what is really causing. Reliance anyway was bleeding, but then Reliance is not true replica of what is happening in the Nifty. There is, I think, there are two ITC and the Nifty both were following the same trend. Probably Infi is very close to how Nifty is behaving, which means that probably this is what which is dragging down the market today. Let's look at ICICI's no, and I think these two I could see some bit of a relation, but yeah, definitely HDFC Bank because of the Bank Nifty. It's in different plane altogether, but I think it's mostly in fee. That's what you can see the trend here, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and Nifty also would follow the same thing. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, I think very similar. And ITC also to some extent got some bit of a correlation. So I think Infi, the results I believe were tomorrow. Yeah, tomorrow are the results. So I think probably that is the reason there is some activity out there. Maybe somebody knows the results already. We do not know. Yeah, I think let's again go back to this particular trade, and I think as far as Nifty stays between these 2 points, I would not be making adjustments. And same with Bank Nifty also. Bank Nifty, as I said, I would be doing any changes only when something goes wrong. Or something breaks any of these two lines, which is 51,756, and then the top is about 52,023. Let me also look at synthetic futures, what's happening there. Synthetic future is very close to the price. It says 51877 and then it is 51868. So it's about 10 points difference, lower actually. But it might go and then meet in a moment or so. All right, so I actually wanted to show you something which maybe it would be useful if any of you are trading. Let me show you this one. I will actually share one more my screen. Please. So I will actually share my one more screen. One second. So this is a vertical screen, but let's see one second. All right, I think maybe some of you are using already. I'm not sure, but I know it's a little difficult. I think probably let me move this to. This I feel useful. This is actually Insta options in case if at all you are using. I am using. This is actually free with the Fire's account. One second, it is not coming. All right. So this is basically you can put your strategy, whatever the strategy rate, and also you can approximately can put the lots. I mean, these are not the. I just put a what is a proportion. They're not the real lot sizes. But then here you can actually see the combined premium, and you can also put your let's say 3 minutes or 5 minutes or whatever. And this also gives you the simple moving average. You can put let's say 9 minutes, nine candles, and then I mean suppose this is obviously the combined premium, but this is my view. Probably this is useful for the sellers. I'm not sure if it is going to be useful for the buyers, but I mean, generally, what I do is in case if it actually crosses in a span of let's say 5 minutes or 3 minutes candle, I tend to exit the trade mainly because it is actually going a little bit upward. And there is one more way to use this, right? So in case if let's say if you got to see some of the spikes, probably this is you can't. Let me go back to 1 minute. So you can actually see some of these spikes, and this is the stochastic number. Suppose if all these are all outside of this, and then you also see this is actually going up, you can actually short here because it is basically kind of a over overbought region, right? So usually there would be fall, but again, this is not 100% true. Some of these things would only work 80 to 90%. So this is one way to do that. But if you're already in the trade, this is basically for the entry. But if you're already in the trade, once you cross this particular number or particular line, you can always exit the trade. That is also one more way to look at this. So right now, I think I'm okay. So I will not look at the 1 minute, but let's look at 3 minutes at least. And generally, as a seller, if red here makes me happy, not necessarily green, because green is actually going up. But if you're a buyer, you will be very happy if it is green. So it's just the way that you look at the things. So this is basically Insta options in case if you guys do not use any of you, it will be useful. And yeah, as I said, if I'm not in the trade, I would probably enter here. If I'm in the trade, I would exit here. That's the plan. And if obviously if it is red, I would be happy. And if it is not red, I'll have to take a caution out there. That's all right. What's happening? So Sensex is all right. So as I said, I shorted 82,300 for now. So Bank Nifty is not moving anywhere at this point of time. But one second. All right, I'm back to the trading view screen, and yeah, nothing is happening here. So pretty much it is within these ranges, and we'll have to see. So this is for Bank Nifty, I'm using 15 minutes, and then the Nifty, I'm using about 5 minutes, I think. Yeah, I think I'll stay here for some time and then see how the market would actually shape up today. I think today, this is tomorrow's expiry date, so Thursday. All right. So as of now, Nifty seems to be a bit bearish in nature. While I have some positions out there, but I need to be a bit cautious there. That's all. So I have only 24,900 P, which is obviously in losses, and then I also have, as I said, the Sensex would compensate in case if the market falls, but then I'll end up losing some money out here, but that's all right. So this is a hedge basically. It's a overnight hedge. That's the reason there is a massive loss here. I was expecting Reliance to bounce back, but it did not happen. I have moved from some of my positions. Uh, I in fact started with where is Reliance? Yeah, in fact I started with 29,000 CE. I have moved to now 28,000 CE, but I think I'll stay here. Probably I will add some more positions. But if in case if it is not reversing back, I'll have to exit with. I think I made some money on the CE positions, but I think I will overall will end up probably in losses. I think Reliance. I'll have to check it later. But TCS, I did a covered call. This basically I do have some stocks in TCS. Not a massive money, but then at least it will give some compensation to the losses that potentially I'll have. All right, then I think that's all for today, and I will probably do one more live stream tomorrow. Have a great remaining day. Bye bye.